So some of you guys really seems confused now when the Pixel 9 is supposedly coming under 40,000 rupees this Flipkart BBD as it's already announced, and so is the Samsung S24 but with Snapdragon version now. Now which one should you pick between these two? Let's clear all of your doubts. Starting with the battery life, since this might be one of the biggest buying decisions between these two, since the Pixel has a bigger 4700 mAh battery and the S24 has a tiny 4000 mAh battery. Now on paper it seems very clear of who's gonna have a better battery life, but in reality it's kind of the other way around. Yes, on moderate users the Samsung S24 Snapdragon variant gives you around the same battery life as the Pixel 9 or even a slight better one sometimes. Yes, the Pixel 9 also might give you better battery life but mainly in casual usage. As soon as you start doing any moderate to heavy task, the cheap efficiency of the Pixel 9 doesn't hold up that well with more heating than the S24. So battery life wise it's sometimes either the S24 or sometimes the Pixel 9 winning, or sometimes both are equal. So even though the Pixel 9 has bigger battery in size, in reality it feels almost the same as the Snapdragon variant of the S24. The Pixel 9 has a 27 watts charging limit while the S24 has a lower 25 watts limit, and usually the S24 finishes charging a bit faster than the Pixel 9. And none of these comes with a charger in the box. In terms of cameras, the Pixel 9 has a 50 megapixel main and a 48 megapixel ultra wide angle camera along with a 10.5 megapixel front camera with autofocus. And the Samsung S24 has a triple camera setup which is a 50 megapixel main, 12 megapixel ultra wide and a 10 megapixel 3x telephoto lens along with a 12 megapixel front camera with autofocus. Now in terms of photography in general, both are really good, but the Pixel might feel a more detailed at sometimes, especially in low light, but the S24 takes better portraits as mainly it has a dedicated 3x lens. But overall I like the Pixel photos a bit more due to a more neutral look as compared to more vivid and slightly soft look on the S24. However, video recording is better on the S24, like camera switching is smoother, videos are a bit more detailed and overall feels better while recording and heats less than the Pixel 9, even though the Pixel 9 can process photos faster. Overall both have good cameras, but the S24 has balanced cameras and the Pixel 9 is better for photography in general without the portraits. Now you guys must have wondered, where do I get this accurate pricing of last year's phones? Well, I use this awesome tool called BuyHatK, which you can download from the link in the description section below, or you can even download and install it from the Chrome Web Store. After that, open the platform whichever you want to buy a product from and search for the product. And then the first option you get to see is this compare option, where you get to see the same product's pricing in different platforms, which will help you to compare the product and buy the product at its best available price. Also in the sidebar you can see the price history of the particular product, but you can see last 1 year's detailed pricing of the particular product, like what was the highest price of the product, which was the lowest price of the product, which is the average pricing going for the particular product, and also you can see last year's BBD sales price. And also with the help of this price graph you can truly check whether the particular product is truly in a discount or it's a fake discount. And also you can set the price alert for the particular product, like it will automatically notify you if the product is available again for its cheapest price. Also you can set the desired pricing for the particular product and it will again automatically notify you once the product hits that pricing. You can also use the auto coupon feature during the checkout, where it will automatically apply multiple free coupons and that will help you to get the product at even cheaper price. And on the same side, but you can get to see the product lookalike, where you can easily find similar products related to your product. And also you get the spend lens option, which shows the total spending in the platform and also the number of products you have ordered till date, as you can see here mine. And you could also use the BuyHatK extension, as it's gonna be a very useful thing especially during these Flipkart BBD or Amazon JF sales. So make sure to download this, all the links are in the description section below, and thank you BuyHatK. But what about the performance? Well, the Pixel 9 runs on the Tensor G4 chipset provided by Samsung, which is a 4nm octa-core chipset clocked at around 3.1 GHz max, whereas the S24 has a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 as of now. That was available to the US audience but now will be available to us in this Flipkart BBD sale supposedly, which is also a 4nm octa-core chipset clocked at 3.39 GHz. Now I don't even need to say this, but the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is much more ahead in terms of daily or heavy performance. So if you want to do some heavy gaming or workloads, then obviously get the Samsung S24 with Snapdragon variant. The Pixel does feels more smoother in normal day-to-day tasks, mainly due to the stock like Android experience, but under load the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 will perform much better while heating less than the Tensor G4, I mean the Tensor G4 chipset inside the Pixel 9. Both has 8GB of RAM, but the Pixel 9 might come with 256GB of storage under 40,000 rupees, which isn't very clear but it has a probability, while the S24 will come only with 128GB of storage under 40,000 rupees, but both has a UFS 3.1 storage type. The S24 came out of the box with Android 14 and was promised to get 7 years of major and security updates, and so was the Pixel 9. Both are now running on Android 15 and both has still left another 6 years worth of updates left. The One UI on the S24 is more feature rich and customizable, whereas the Pixel UI on the Pixel Pixel 9 feels more smoother and is basically bloatware free but lacks much customizations. The haptics are more tighter and better implemented on the Pixel 9 by the way. And the network stability is better on the S24, not that the Pixel 9 has big network issues also, but the S24 will give you slightly better connectivity overall, especially in areas with poor connection. Both of these are a compact phone where the S24 has a 6.2-inch LTPO dynamic AMOLED 2X display, which is a Full HD Plus display with 1 to 120Hz variable refresh rates, which might be another reason for better battery optimization on that phone, and has about 1600 nits in high brightness mode protected by the Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2, whereas the Pixel 9 uses the latest Samsung M14 panel, which is a 6.3-inch OLED 120Hz display, which is also a Full HD Plus panel as well, with 1800 nits in high brightness protected by the same Gorilla Glass Victus 2. In daily uses, both feels really good to use with adequate brightness and sharpness on both, but yes, the Pixel feels slightly brighter and sharper. But not a big difference between them two, but the S24 has thinner bezels when compared to the Pixel 9, but both has really good displays for the price. Both of them are a glass and metal sandwiched phone where the Pixel uses a normal aluminum frame as compared to the armored aluminum 2 frame on the S24, and both uses the same Gorilla Glass Victus 2 for back glass protection. But the S24 is thinner at 7.6mm and lighter at around 167 grams only as compared to 8.5mm thickness and around 198 grams of weight on the Pixel 9. So yes, the Samsung S24 will feel more comfortable to hold and easier to use one-handed. So I guess this will help you choose which one to buy this Flipkart BBD. My choice will be the Samsung S24 Snapdragon version, but only if the 128GB is available under 40,000 rupees without cards. But what would you choose? Let me know, and watch this one to know which one you should buy between the iPhone 16 and the iPhone 17 in the BBD sale, or this one to know which to buy between the Samsung S24 Snapdragon variant and the S24 FE. Do watch this, and till the next one, this was Rideep. See you guys.